Hey friends, it's me, Art. And to my amigos novos do Brasil, oi galera, tudo bom? Everything's pretty good with me. It's actually a crummy, rainy day here in New York, but I decided to start getting ready for my trip to Brazil. And I thought, why not share some of my super secret travel tips? Now, I'm not a travel professional, I'm not an expert, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube I'm sure you can watch, but I have had to travel a lot for work, to visit family, for relationships, for fun. So these are some of the things that have helped me. Maybe you might think they're basic. I hope it's not too much review, and I hope that they help you. So let's begin. I like to use a website called Skyscanner to book my flights. It's a really easy site to use, and probably the best feature on it is that you can actually pick any destination and you can choose the cheapest time to travel as one of the search criteria. It's awesome. It's gonna let you know by month or by year when the cheapest time is for you to travel to that place. It's really helpful. I also like to set up the alert feature, which if you put in your email address, it will actually email any changes to the price, whether it go lower or higher. Airplane prices change all the time and it's so frustrating. So this website I find can really help with that. Also, flights that leave early are less likely to be delayed. So travel early. I know it's kind of pain to get up early in the morning. I don't like to get up early in the morning and go straight to the airport, but you're more likely to get a flight that leaves on time. Packing/wardrobe. I think it's really important to be organized. So one thing I like to do is I make a list. I use index cards and I usually separate my list into categories like toiletries, clothes, electronics. I write it down, and as I pack the things, I mark it off the list. I do not mark items off the list until they're in my bag, and this really helps make sure I don't forget anything. In order to save space in your luggage, I recommend using 2.5 gallon ziplock bags. Honestly, the brand Hefty is a good brand, and you're gonna save a lot of money not using those vacuum seal products. You use this, you put your clothes in the ziplock bag, you squeeze all the air out, and it's amazing. Just watch how this large stack of clothes magically turns into this small stack of clothes. Wow, I sure saved a lot of space. If you're packing extra pairs of shoes with you, shoes can take up a lot of space, so I recommend rolling up your socks and stuffing them in your shoe. Just roll it up and stuff them in. That sounds a little bit naughty, doesn't it? But it's a great space saver. It saves up a lot of room and it allows you to bring those extra shoes you want to bring. Two things you might not think that are super important to bring, but you should always bring with you are one, a hat, because whether it's raining or super sunny, a hat is always helpful, and two, a pen. You're probably gonna have to write things down in the airport or sign things or whatever. Have a pen with you. Don't be that fool who's looking around like, oh my god, I didn't bring a pen, I didn't have a pen. Oh, look at you, you have a pen. Oh, you're so smart, you brought a pen. Bring a pen. One thing that I like to do is I bring a dummy wallet. It's an extra wallet that I put in a fake credit card and a little bit of cash, like maybe $5 or $6, so that if anyone goes through my bag or if someone asks for my wallet, my dummy wallet might fool them and I get to keep my ID and all my important money. When it comes to cell phones, you're probably gonna be able to find free Wi-Fi most places you travel, so don't worry about your plan or spending extra money or anything like that. I really also think you only need to unlock your phone and get a SIM card if you're going somewhere for more than 2 weeks. Otherwise, Wi-Fi is totally fine, don't worry. You can download city maps when you have Wi-Fi and those will help you navigate. It's 2017 and the truth is most places you're gonna go to will have Wi-Fi or have an internet connection for you. So just capitalize on that when you're in a restaurant, a hotel, anywhere that has free Wi-Fi. When it comes to power sources, I do recommend bringing an extra charger with you. You might leave your charger in a hotel, you might leave your charger at the airport. Bring an extra one with you. I also like to bring a power stick so that I can charge my phone wherever I am. I have an extra charge. I got this one, it's called Mind Charge. I got it from Target. It was like 12 bucks, so totally worth it. Also, read ahead. If you're traveling internationally, you might need a power adapter. I got this really cool one from Amazon that allows you to just kind of push a lever and adjust it, and you've got access to power in almost every country. So you can look for one of these on Amazon. There are a lot of others you can find as well. The security line is something we all dread. When we get to the airport, that's the part of the experience we probably hate the most. It's just getting past the security checkpoint. So one tip that I have for you is when you're in the security line, scan ahead a little bit and find the line where there's only one person looking at the monitor. That line will probably go a lot faster than the lines with multiple people looking at the monitors, which probably means someone's being trained, or they might be having issues, or they've just been asked to screen more carefully. So pick the line that only has one person. Also pick the line on the left. Most people are right-handed and they're gonna pick the right line. So pick the left line, one person on the monitor. You'll probably have a faster experience through security. If you have gotten through security early and you've got some time to kill at the airport, do not go to your gate. Do not go to the gate and just wait around and get restless and lose your patience. You're more likely to be miserable by the time you get on your plane, and you're probably gonna annoy everyone else in the airport too. Also, the word for people who go to the gate and just hang out is gate lice. Ew. Do you wanna be gate lice? Do you want to be a bug? Don't do it. Go to another gate where there's no one around. You can lounge, you can relax. Go to the airport restaurant, go to the bar, do something, kill some time. You're going to enjoy your time at the airport so much better than if you just hang out at the gate for 1 hour, 2 hours. Flying might be scary for some of you. Some of you might not like turbulence. Turbulence can be scary. I get it. You're in a tiny aluminum tube being shot through the air and the whole thing's shaking and you feel like it's gonna fall apart, and you've seen those plane movies where the thing breaks and everyone flies out. I get it. It's scary. But try to think of a plane like a boat on the water, and every one of those bumps is just a wave, and you're just gliding over those waves in the air. That's pretty much what's happening while you're in the sky. Don't be scared. It's really rare for planes just to drop out of the sky because of turbulence, so you'll probably be fine. You can also eliminate the amount of turbulence you feel while on board by picking a seat that is near the wing. If you sit in the front of the plane or in the back of the plane, you're much more likely to feel that wobbly feeling. A plane is kind of like a seesaw when it's in the sky. So pick a seat near the wing and you might not feel as much turbulence and you'll have a smoother flight. You'll be more relaxed. My advice to you is splurge on lunch.
This is one of my favorite parts about traveling, is tasting the new food and eating and being a gordinho. I love it.
You're gonna save a lot more money and you'll be able to taste delicious, amazing things if you spend money on lunch. Maybe pick one expensive dinner to go to on your trip, but you could probably eat lighter later at night, and you really don't need to eat a big breakfast, a big fancy breakfast. When's the last time you traveled and you were like, oh my God, I just loved that omelet I had at that hotel. It was the best omelet I had. So pick something else, save your money, have coffee, have some fruit. One thing that I think is a really good thing to do is to visit a local art museum. So a museum that has art that is representative of the city or the country where you're visiting. Go there, learn about where you're visiting. And you can also find some really helpful museum staffers that might be able to give you knowledge and information about where you're traveling. Ask these people about great local restaurants, things you can't miss, things in the museum you shouldn't miss. Usually people who work in a museum know a lot about the museum, but also a lot about the place you are. So ask them your questions. They can help you so much. And one thing that you can do is pick a cafe that you can go to every morning. Go there every morning, kind of get the same thing, see what kind of people come into the cafe, and become a regular. How cool is it that by the time of your trip, you might go into a cafe in a city that you don't live in and the people know your order already. You'll feel cool, you'll feel like a boss, and you really will learn a lot about the place you're visiting. If you are traveling to a country that does not speak your native language, please do the work of learning some common phrases. Learn hello, thank you, please, and I'm sorry in that language. It goes a long way, it shows respect. People in that country are much more likely to help you if you show that courtesy. It's just more polite. And my final tip is do some research and find out if there is a karaoke night happening while you're in town. Going to a karaoke is a great way to meet local people. I'm not talking about a touristy karaoke place. I'm talking about a dive bar or simple bar karaoke type setup. You're gonna find people who are very confident and outgoing. You can easily start conversations with people by complimenting them on their performance. Even if you can't sing, you can just get up, you can have some fun. It's a great social lubricant for meeting new people. Usually alcohol's involved, that can be helpful too. But even if it's not, it's just usually a really good environment full of really awesome people. I have met some great friends through going to karaoke nights while I travel. I love it. It really is a fun way to meet people, and I have made friends that I still keep, that I still talk to. So those are some of my super cool and secret travel tips and tricks. I hope you liked watching. I hope you found some of that helpful. If you have any really cool travel tips, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what kind of things you do, what kind of things you find helpful when you travel. Next week, I'll be going to Brazil, so let me know what you want me to share with you. Do you want to see my friends? Do you want to see what kind of food I'm eating? Whatever. Let me know also in the comments down below. As always, like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.